Most of the headlines about high-priced housing focus on Ontario's big cities, but apparently it's a province-wide problem. Our Eastern Ontario Hub's editor, David Rockne Corrigan, has been looking into that, and he joins us now from our studio at Queen's University in Kingston for more. Welcome to the show.
Hi, Jan.
Now, you have been looking at the big picture of housing affordability in Ontario. Tell us what you found.
Well, as you mentioned off the top, that this is an issue, housing affordability, that is getting a lot of ink, as we say in the newspaper business. But of course, a lot of our reporters in Ontario are in Toronto. So naturally, the GTA housing affordability issue is getting a lot of coverage, and rightly so. That's as you may know, that's it's a big problem there. But as it turns out, it's not just a problem there. It's sort of right across the board in Ontario. Different municipalities, different cities of different sizes are all facing housing affordability issues right across the spectrum. So I'm talking, some of the lower income folks right into homelessness. The crunch is causing more homelessness. And then, you sort of move up the income spectrum, and you've got, people that are trying to buy their first homes having difficulties. I'm speaking to you from Kingston, where the real estate market is red hot here. Houses are going for, well over asking. They're getting scooped up in a day or two, sort of reminiscent of Toronto, actually. So what I set out to do is look at some of these municipalities across the province, look at what the problems are. So, some of the basic economics of supply and demand come into play here, of course. I'm looking at affordability. What does affordable housing mean? And it turns out there are a couple of definitions depending on who you ask. And finally, I'm going to be looking at what I'm calling the policy toolbox. So these are the tools that the province, that the feds, that municipalities have at their disposal, like incentivizing more new builds, have at their disposal to sort of ameliorate this problem, because it will be around for many years to come. And so municipalities right now are getting very serious about how to tackle this issue and what tools they have to do so.
Thank you so much, David. We'll keep an eye out for that. I understand it's part of an upcoming series on tvo.org, so more to come. So thanks again.
Thank you.
The Agenda in the Summer with Nam Kiwanuka is brought to you by the Chartered Professional Accountants of Ontario. CPA Ontario is a regulator, an educator, a thought leader, and an advocate. We protect the public. We advance our profession. We guide our CPAs. We are CPA Ontario. And by viewers like you. Thank you.